Okay, so what is happening, everyone? And welcome. Actually, wait, let me just record it this way as well. Let's just get this going. Okay, let's keep going as a backup recording. Let's go. What is happening, everyone? And welcome back to a webinar. And it's been a long, long time since I've done one of these, but we're going to be back with these quite consistently. And in today's video, we're actually going to break down one of my trades. And throughout the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be live, and there's a lot of goodies that I'm going to be giving you. But I made 3.96K in specific on Thursday last week, and then obviously I've been sharing my TradeZilla with you guys all of pretty much every day in I think it was like April, and I'm going to continue doing that through May, and then in June I'm going to be doing live trading sessions, pretty much I think 3 times a week for the whole of 4 weeks, or until I hit my target, which you guys are going to be in a one-time update on for today. And not only that as well, I'm going to be sharing this whole journey until July, where you guys are going to get access for this completely for free. So, in this video and the structure today, what we're going to do is I'm going to break down this trade with you guys. I'm going to explain it. So, the guys who are in the course, who really understand our trading, are going to be able to understand everything. You guys, I want to put that into practice and show you guys. Not only am I going to show you guys that as well, we're going to get sneak little peek off of my journals from 2016 to 2025 right now, which is kind of crazy. I'm going to give you an update on where I am at the moment. Like, it's been a long trial and tribulation in terms of the journey. As you've seen, I failed a million challenges and then I got a million funded. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if I failed challenges or not. Like, it's part of the trading
Mm.
journey. And it's just part of absolutely everything that I'm doing. Let me just make sure that everyone's muted. Oh, my bad. There we go. Is that all muted? Mute upon entry, and then no one can mute themselves. Unmute themselves. Perfect. Let's keep it that way. Then we're going to go through the potential opportunities next week. So I'm going to go through all the markets, what I'm looking for and what I'm trading. You're getting everything for free. So what is it that you're going to get for free over the next 3 months? And then for those who are interested in really taking it up, we've got about 4 weeks live only. So it's kind of like a boot camp, but it's kind of like the craziest thing we've ever done. So let's first go on to probably why most of you are here, which is breaking down this trade. This trade was GBPNZD. This trade was the trade that I just literally took one of. I normally take 3 positions when I take a trade. Just to kind of show you, this is the dashboard off of TradeZilla. It's GBPNZD here. You can see I was on a slight losing week before. This is total of everything at the moment. And then let me open up with the GBP NZD right here. So, in terms of GBP NZD, I'm going to go through the higher time frame first. And the reason I'm going through the higher time frame first is because what I had was a bias from the higher time frame. And this kind of basically gave me an idea of what I was looking for when it came to on intraday trading. Just make sure you can all hear me. Just drop me a Y. Hey, what's going on? Hi. Let's make sure you can all hear me. Yeah, there we go. Iman. And what I was looking for is these support and resistances. So to bring you up to date with, if you're new to this page or if you're new to me trading, I ultimately just identified my zones. So what's really cool is we basically identify our zones from A to B. We use it on the 4 hours and daily. Then we wait for 30 minutes, look for everything to align, and then look for a pattern A and continuation. So we've identified A to B, looking for a continuation onto the upside. I still think GBP is looking to be bullish across the board. We've had GBP USD looking bullish, but I'll go into this more a little bit later because of the opportunities for the week. But this is where my first idea stemmed from. Now, I had a swing idea, ended up hitting stop loss, but this is a different story. And then this was the actual trade that was taken. So this trade looked absolutely beautiful, if I'm honest. Like there's nothing, I can't complain. If you really, really understand the power of our strategy, this trade setup was beautiful. So we had it's actually our second leg. So we had our Asian session, which was created our Tokyo high and our Tokyo low. Okay, so this is the Asian highs and Asian lows. Not only do the Asian highs and Asian lows created, we had moving averages crossed over. So the momentum was shift onto the upside. I had higher time frame basis onto the upside as well. And then what's really cool is we had Asians high broken, one a pattern A in continuation, which is looking for a color change. And then if I was just to go on to the 3 minutes as well, this was a really, really solid confirmation for me. If I can just switch between the du- 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 switch between the time frames, is that we did have a push and continuation, cross continuation, and then honestly, there was just green candles the whole way through. So somewhat of a granddad trading. So then this was the trade for 1 to 2 R, looking for continuation. And to be honest, it really could look like, I know obviously it pulled back and then it ended up melting, but at that time, this looked really good to continue to retest 2.261. So that was where we were looking for A to B. And that's part of trading. It doesn't really truly mean like the A to B analysis is always right, but you just need these kind of trades to work out every so often, and it pays more than enough. That was a lovely 1 to 2 trade. If we copy and paste that time and time again, we're able to find these opportunities on a weekly basis. I'm really, really, really enjoying trading FX at the moment. And some real, like, kind of strong tips I want to kind of add on to this trade was what I did really well and what I'm really enjoying with my trades, just to kind of share with you, is setting and forgetting. This really has given me a lot more peace when it comes to my trading. Sometimes I watch it, sometimes I don't, but the majority of the times I really try to walk away. This gave me all the opportunities just to run to take profit. There was all the room in the world. Look, I know we know the answer right now, but if we look at this had all the space to run. If this hit take profit, this would have been a 6.74R. But we had a really nice secure 2R, and that really worked in our favor for those conditions of the market. Then it was NFP on Friday, which we did not trade. Another really important factor that I've really enjoyed it with trading is basically FX pairs are correlating right now. And what do I mean by FX pairs are correlating? Well, what I mean by that is GBPNZD, GBP and GBP are all starting to move in a correlated direction. They're not consolidating, they're not being super, super choppy. I mean, GBP is being a slightly bit choppy, but rather than that, GBP is being quite clean, GBPNZD is being quite clean. Even if we look at GBP right now, look at how clean this section here is. There's a nice solid movement in one direction. To kind of give this a little bit of context as well, what we are looking for majority of the time is when we're looking for that upward movement, which is a horrible, horrible line right there. I'll draw it on here instead. Is when we are looking for this movement in that one direction, we are looking for it to go in a linear fashion. We don't want it to go like this, like this, like this, and then come down to it on one massive spike. We want to have that continuation in a linear movement so we can basically, we don't have to kind of be in a choppy time frame, get wicked out, or liquidity hunted as such to speak. And that goes actually back to the overall trade, which is kind of really cool, is that this trade, even though it ended up just sitting sideways, look at the momentum was really nice. It just went in one fashion, then one fashion sideways. This is a bit choppy because it's NFP, and then after NFP, pre-NFP, sorry, went in one fashion. Even after NFP, it ended up moving in one fashion as well. So the markets are moving linear, and this is a time to trade FX. And I won't go into it into too much detail, but I'll do it in another one of the webinar, which is a little bit of a teaser. As we're going to do another one tomorrow at 8 p.m. or 8:30 p.m., which we'll share the link with you guys a little bit later. Is that GPAUD back in 2016 was doing something that is similar to doing right now, which is what I'm waiting for on this major move. But I'll go through that in more details tomorrow. So that is the trade that I took. That's the breakdown of the trade and some of the main things that I've kind of been focusing on when it comes to setting my trades and forgetting. Now, an update on where I am. It has been painful. Obviously, the start of the year was slow, but this is the power of trading, and even the power of, if you've seen Kyle, aka JCap, who did 2.5 million in payouts recently, is that you just have to lock in for that small period. I was talking to Michael about it recently as well. Once you lock in for that small period, you can get more than enough payouts to kind of really solidify everything. So even though I've got 1 million, I've actually got a video coming out tomorrow if you guys want to watch, and give you a bit of a snippet or a bit of a problem that I have is that a lot of these FX prop firms don't allow copy trading anymore. And the problem with not copy trading is I can't log into like 5 accounts to take one trades. I mean, I can rotate them, I don't mind, but I kind of want to really start stacking my accounts. So FTMO is the only one where you can copy trade. Alpha Capital, you can kind of copy trade. So I'm kind of going through the process with them at the moment, but they haven't got the best of conditions. And Funded Next is an account I'll just kind of leave on the side. I've got CFT, I've got Think Capital. What else is there? And then I've just stopped trading with 5%ers in general, and I don't want, like, I'm not going to promote them, and I don't really encourage anyone trading with 5%ers as an overall anyway. So FTMO is the main one I'm focusing on, and then obviously I've currently got my personal account as well. I kind of got a crazy trade on a personal account that's just I've completely forgot and left. Oh yes, I do also have funding pips. I haven't got a payout with them yet, but it's a funded account. I just haven't traded it. I think it's in like 1% drawdown. But again, that's really a problem, right? I've got too many like accounts and I don't even know what to do with them. It's a good problem to have, but I'd rather just focus on one thing, rather focus on my personal, rather carry on trading that, which is on the Simple FX accounts, which I'm just currently focusing on at the moment as well. And then the FTMO. And then if I can copy anything on the FTMO, I want to get Quant Lane with them at the moment. So that's kind of like the main thing that I'm focusing off at the moment. So let's go on to the potential opportunities. But before we go into potential opportunities, one thing I do want to add onto this is just a little bit of motivation for you guys is that remember, if you just seriously looked into your trading, all of that pain and all of that vision can come to light. You just have to keep with it. Remember, the only traders that fail are the ones that give up. And you really need to kind of just focus on you because you are the ones. So for those, it's really funny. I don't know why I have to do this, but people, if you want to scan the QR code, it brings it into Wannabe Champ and FTMO. And then this is the actual alpha website. And that's not including all the other ones that we have as well. So let's go on to the market analysis, a breakdown, and potential opportunities for the week. Are you guys ready? Do you guys want to trade for the week? I'm going to go with the first one. So we have DAX right here. All right, let's get this up. So if you're what I do with the market analysis is I always have two types of charts, right? So this is my execution charts on how I trade, and this is the market overall kind of charts as such to speak. Now, for the markets and the overall, what I really like to understand is where are we favoring and where are we moving to? Now, what we're moving to helps us understand the overall kind of correlations of what we should be trading and what we should be looking for on potentially on a day-to-day basis. Because four times, anywhere between I'd say 60 to 80% of the week is going to continue in that direction to somewhat of a degree. Does that make sense? So let's just say that we knew last week was going to move from say 22 to 23. It might not be today, it might not be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. It'll be one of those days, and we just need to capture those moves within those days. So it's kind of like a probability. Trading is very much a game, a very, very fun game once you kind of master it. And once you really, to be honest, I think hopefully you guys, really, really enjoy it at the same time. And what we're looking for at the moment is DAX. So DAX is German 40. A German 40 or German 30, depending if you have an updated instrument, but it is German 40, is the top 40 companies in Germany. Now, this chart is insane because if we look at the weekly chart, what we can see is within 1 to 4 weeks, it's just absolutely retested this high and it looks really good to push up and potentially even hit the 30K. If I go onto the daily, we've completely recovered this drop and this pullback. It doesn't give me any sign that we're going to drop any lower. I did say a pullback was due, but do you know what? It happened within such a quick period. It's completely retraced all of that movement. And it looks honestly really, really strong momentum to continue on to the upside. Now, if we look from the Fib point of view of where we're at the moment, we've hit 61.8 Fibonacci on the daily time frame, which basically gives us a strong opportunity to make a new high. So if you're aware or if you're not aware what we teach in the course, and again, I'll just give this information for free because today is to try and add value to really excite people to come back onto these, and let's just really build up a community again, really build up my own trading, really build myself up as a better mentor as well, and to share with you guys as well. Does that sound fair enough? And what that means is we have rules. So 61.8 is basically means we're going to retest the high. A 50% means we can make a new all-time high. 38 and 23 is a very, very strong opportunity to make a new all-time high and then also come to the next 38 and 68.1 on the opposite spectrum. So that's kind of how they kind of break down and how they work. Now, the 61.8 is one of my favorites to trade because what that means is you've got all of this room to trade again. Now, haven't traded them in a long time. I don't really use them in a long time. As you trade further through your career, you kind of try to make it a bit more simple because there's just less noise and you just like to focus on one thing. So ultimately, what we're trying to look for now is if we can get a break off of the all-time high, is are we going to get that continuation onto the upside and are we going to break? It looks very likely, right? Like I think everyone in here can see this looks really good to break out higher. So that's the first thing I can see on DAX is we're going to break out higher if we can retest and really trying to capitalize on some buys this week. GBPJPY, oh god, this looks good. I've waiting for this to basically break this region here at 189. Now that this is broken, this also looks really good to break the 194. As this breaks 194 off of this rejection and this candle, this looks really good to potentially retest the 208. And if it does retest the 208, it looks really good to pretty much continue up onto the upside and even come to 250, which is this whole open space up here. So it really, really just depends if it's possible for us to kind of break this region. And that kind of candlestick as an overall looks really good because what I love about these kind of candlesticks, what I love about these kind of regions is we have a really bit bullish, then we have that kind of retracement, then we can, if we get a fill and a push, this will continue to run. And when we get that continue to run, we'll probably easily hit the 200 mark on GBP/JPY. Now, my consensus on GBP/JPY is actually kind of across the board for GBP/USD as well. Now, even though we've had a slight pullback, if we look at the weekly, GBP/USD is really strong to be bullish. With what's going on from a fundamental buy standpoint of view with USD is GBP/USD has been lowest of all time. Like it's been low since, oh gosh, when has it been? This is the lowest of all time pretty much since even 90s. It doesn't have the data here because it's on Oanda. But this is one of the strong, like lowest points GBP has been. But now that we've really started bottoming out and we're getting the fundamentals to coincide, I really expect GBP in general, the sterling in general, to have a really strong rally. The weekly time frame starting to catch up, the daily 4 hours starting to catch up, 1 hour starting to catch up. It's all really starting to coincide, and it looks really good. So we're going to get some really good trades here. Now, and just to quickly mention as well, my journal is here completely for free, so make sure you do join Discord. We'll send the Discord link in a second. So you can join Discord at the end and just check out all of the journals. They are all here for free. We've got Hi, Michael's. We've got free resources all here as well, so if you wanted to check these out. And then obviously our community chat for you guys to kind of look at as well. And the reason I mention this is because I'm going to put this video in there, and I'm also going to be sharing any trade breakdowns I have on here as well. So that's also a quick update that I can make sure I don't forget is like anyone who's looking for free signals to trade. I'll do a gold analysis in a bit, but this is like the gold breakdown that I have at the moment. Is that it's completely for free. If you are trading with simple FX, we will do paid signals very, very much soon. We're in the process of getting that done. Once that's done, you guys can sign up. I mean, I never had that much requests for paid signals in such a long time. So it must be you guys are really, really interested in having it. Plus, we've been killing it. Like the team have been killing it. Hamad's been killing it. And so are some of the trades that we've been sending in general. Well, the GBPNZD trade was actually sent then as well, which was an awesome trade on Thursday, which you guys could have had for free. So GBP/USD, I think that it could push down to 1.315 retest and then push on to the upside. So we'll really see if that can be the case. It's currently retested this previous high, which is quite cool to see now in September 24. I didn't even realize that. I just drew a high there. But yeah, ultimately that's the high that we've kind of retesting at the moment. But that consensus gives me the idea that GBPNZD could push higher. And then the same thing with all the other ones. I'm not really trading euro. I don't really want to trade any euros. But you know, one thing I want to show you is AUD USD looks great because it's basically broken this high, retest, break support, and now it's broke the resistance, become a support, potentially can push up. Alongside with that as well, NZD USD also looks to push up on the upside, which means GBP USD is very, very likely to continue. You know, the way DXY is going, it looks really, really strong as an overall. So one other update is tomorrow is bank holiday, so don't expect too much trades. I probably won't trade tomorrow, probably just crack on with my work tomorrow. And that's kind of the main outlook for the week. And what you can do with that information is to take that information away and start to think, okay, cool. If we're looking for, you know, a bullish momentum on sterling pairs, can I get that opportunity? So we've been requested to do gold, so we will do gold. Any questions, you can write them on the right hand side and I'll go through them at the end, or if I catch them, I will go through them. Gold is beautiful right now. Like gold is beautiful because let me go through fundamentals first. Now, the fundamentals first of what we have with gold is that the fact is, at the end of the day, gold is, where's the drawing tool? There we go. Gold is making new all-time highs because DXY has got so much uncertainty. With that uncertainty that we have with gold, people are looking to put their money in safe havens. So from safe havens, things like gold is always going to accumulate in value in the long run. in the long run, right? So therefore, if that's the case, that's why so much uncertainty in the market, money is shifting from the dollar and coming into gold. And guess what as well? There is XAU USD. So it's the dominant pair against it is the dollar. So if the dollar is the inverse and it's dropping, gold is, to coincide to go bullish. Now, if that's a little bit over your head, then I highly encourage you guys to go and study some more beginner stuff, because let's be real, and this is kind of something that you should really take into account. If you're really trying to trade, if you don't know the basics of markets and the pairs and fundamentals, what are you really trying to do? You've got to be a master at your game. You're competing, essentially, if you're trading, you're competing against me. Then we're competing against other people as well who are incredibly smart and incredibly into their trading. So right now, dollar looks bullish. I really think the gold is bullish and dollar is weakening. And I think that gold can continue just running higher and higher and higher. And it's been proven that it's broken the 3K mark now. It's gone 200 points above the 3K mark, and it's even spiked as far as nearly even to 3.5. I think that this can continue running. It's got no signs of slowing down, and it's just giving us plenties of opportunities to trade between these little gaps that we have. I personally just have some swing positions on this. I'm just holding for a long time, and I'm just gonna kind of let it be. So, that's pretty much it when it comes to the opportunities that we have for next week. If you have any questions, write them down and then I'll go through them in a minute. So, over the next 3 months, that's right, actually, over the next 3 months, what we're going to be doing is we're going to have webinars for free. So, the analysis that we have right now is there. We've got also tomorrow's one, which I'm going to share the link in with you guys right here. This event link the team will send and share with you guys. You can join and every day. So it's tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. UK time. We've got another one at 8:30 p.m. UK time on Wednesday, and then Sunday at 12 p.m. Monday. Literally, it's all the way until July. Now, going on side with that, we also have some free resources here. So my journal here, actually, this is really cool to show you guys. The GBPNZD trade that we shared before and after. Here was on the signals that we shared before and after. Here was before. After, we can see the candle flip on the 30-minute. If we can zoom in, there's a candle flip there, which looks really good for continuation. Plus, we had a pattern A, which was a perfect setup. Looking to push onto the upside, then it just literally ran from there. And we've got everyone else's there. So we'll send you the link so you can apply for the market analysis over the next 3 months. Not only there, you have the free resources here. So our strategy, pattern A, how to journal if you wanted to journal as well. And then we've got all of our journals in here, but these are only for the people who have joined our course so far. So, speaking of which, that goes on to what we're going on to next. So, if you've learned and you found today useful and you are generally trying to make trading work, we're literally doing something we've never done before as well. And not only are we doing something that we've never done before, I've done it at a point of period for everyone, literally absolutely everyone. And what do I mean by everyone is to the point that we're doing it for free. So you can't complain. It's literally all for free. We've got the market analysis for free. We've got the journal for free. We've got the worksheets for free. Everything there is for free. Now, for those who are looking to take that next step to commit, anyone who is in the course, you only have to pay for the upgrade of 149, and it's like a boot camp. Like all boot camps cost thousands of dollars, like $3,000, $5,000. And you might be thinking, what is this? And it's only going to be for 4 weeks where I'm trading live. You're going to get a welcome video. You're going to get all of these other sections as well. This one's not a strategy one because the strategy one actually comes on 2.0. So you should have that already. Or there is a prerequisite to this 4-week program slash boot camp that we're giving. We're going to show you how to read the market analysis. So you can see right here, I'm actually giving a 10 episode on how I'm reading the markets on the uptrend, downtrend, consolidations, positioning from point A to point B, like we did today. Not only are we going to do that, I'm going to show you in real time how to do that. But again, I'm already showing you today how we did that. Journaling your success. And this is the coolest and craziest thing is like, this is my 2016 journal. I've actually got some old ones, which I'm trying to find. This is my 2025 journal. You can see a major difference between them. You can even see that there's my findings here, which we've been able to decipher the data that I've been able to accumulate over the years. Whereas over 2016, we've literally only written a few things. So we're going to be having the journal breakdowns as well. We also have the welcome videos. You have my indicators, obviously the Discord, the journal setups, with obviously pro market analysis tips as well. When should we trade in the markets, the good markets, risk on, risk off, how to get out of drawdown. I think that I'm only probably one of the only traders alongside Carl that's got out of 9.91% drawdown and got a payout. And I did that like 4 times. Not only that as well, we're going to be live trading for those 4 weeks of before and after and documenting all of that as well. And the cost of that is only 399. Now there is a wait list, but I am actually going to share the link today because we've kind of dropped like pre-released it. So I want to pre-release it today because I've never tested this before and I want to see what happens and have these people who are willing to step up right now and join us and see how it works. Then for the people who are already in Winner Circle 2.0 to join me for those 4 weeks, you get all the recordings for free because I want to support people. Not everyone can be ready to have that commitment, but you can literally have every recording for free if you're already in the course. If you want to join me live every day, then it's only an upgrade fee of 149. Now, this is the thing I've never done before. I always put my heart and soul into filming all of these. I also put my heart and soul into educating and put my time into this. It also took me actually 11 years to get here. So every time I film these things, I'm like, well, why should I ever be able to refund this stuff? But because I'm so confident in this and I've made money every single time trading and doing the boot camps and doing everything live, this is the first time we're going to be doing a money back guarantee. So after 30 days, you have 30 days, literally 30 days and 4 weeks to get your money back guarantee as well. So the course is only 399 if you are interested. That's a 4 week live trading with me and updates. It's not $4,000, not anything else. It is literally only $399. It's £299 originally, but we have to change everything into dollars now. Unfortunately, America's dominating the market, and I'm losing money having it in dollars because DXY is kind of bearish at the moment. But yeah, that is the case for it as well. So if you're interested, I'll send the link in about 2 seconds. But other than that, that's kind of the market today breakdown. I've shared basically the breakdown of my trade of how I made the 4K, update on where my trading is at the moment, the opportunities for the week, how you can get everything for free, and for the handful of people who are generally interested in joining us, that is how you can join as well. So let me just ping the link right now for people to join us. I'll ping in for the people who are already in our course. What it is the announcement. In the announcement tab, there is the link there, so you can update, well, upgrade, sorry, and pay there. But for anyone else, this is the link here, and this is the only time I'm like pre-releasing it, and then the real release is going to be, I think, the 5th of June. So here you go. 399. So you've got literally less than 24 hours to do this because we'll be doing the recording. 4 week live bootcamp program. There you are, peeps. Right, let's go through the questions that you guys have today. Yeah, I've gone through like 9.91% drawdown as well. So let's just pin this. So I've just pinged in the link if you guys are wanting to sign up for the 399. For those who want to upgrade for the 149, all you have to do is just go onto the Discord announcement tab and check there. Yeah, Tai Lung is there, so hopefully he's there. Um, I don't trade NQ, but I can do NQ and ES tomorrow. But to be honest, on an indices point of view, from the first thing I can see is probably a long. Nice. Congrats on buying your CK account. What I would say is just stay consistent. Be real slow with it. Join us for these next 4 weeks and your trading and see how you get on, and really follow through. But it's more really about journaling. I think journaling is your key to success. Journaling is being able to find your profit factor, your win rate, all of the information that you need to make it a you versus you, which I actually kind of just filmed one of those course sections recently. It's just saying that it's a you versus you journey when it's in trading. You've got to kind of really figure out yourself. You've got to figure out like what's holding you back. Everyone can figure out the fundamentals. Everyone can figure out the technicals, but at the end of the day, it's really important for you to understand yourself. Euro USD, I'm not really trading. Yes, I mean, I wouldn't deposit $1 million with any broker. Even if I am promoting them, I wouldn't suggest it. The most I've ever had is like 200 and something. Based on UK, yeah, I mean, I'm quite bearish on the dollar at the moment, so we'll see if that continues. And also, why I'm quite bearish on the dollar as well, I guess I completely forgot to go through the dollar. These are the crypto plays, is that we've actually been consolidating in this period. Now, we've actually been trading out of this period for a while now. So we've got one period here and then one period here, right? Like, can you guys see these areas here, these two identified areas? That one was a false breakout, right? There was no continuation onto the upside, so it didn't break 110. Here is another fake breakout, which it's not really fake, it's just broken out here. But will it break? If it breaks 98, then we can look really bearish as an overall. So, these two areas are really important to identify because it's kind of broken this major zone. It's just, is it going to continue and what's going to happen from there? Yeah, US residents. I mean, we're going to probably launch the pay plan soon as well. I did the gold analysis. The pattern A strategy is in the course and it's also free on the resources as well if you want to learn. Like I said, if you want to really invest, it's only like 299 is there. No, I don't trade with Equity Edge and I wouldn't trade with Equity Edge. Yeah, pretty much. It's the political view, but let's just not go into that. That's pretty much it. Do you guys have any more questions, guys, whilst we're here? Did you guys enjoy the video today? Let me share with you guys tomorrow's link. So make sure you can apply for tomorrow. Yes, I used to be from London. Yes. Here you go. Here is the application for tomorrow's webinar at 8:30 p.m. What's good about tomorrow is we're going to be able to review tomorrow. Um, yeah, we'll be able to review tomorrow basically against today, which is good. Good luck on your FTMO. There's a lot of UK people in here. Yeah, I do have a swing account. I literally have the swing account here. This is like the gold, like gold that I'm holding on at the moment from 2946. Glad you enjoyed it, Emon. What's going on? Strategy, you can find that from online. What's happening, Norbert? Hope you're well. No problem. Glad you guys enjoyed the analysis today. I'll do crypto tomorrow. If you guys remind to ask me tomorrow, I'll do crypto tomorrow. So what we'll do is we'll write a little list for tomorrow. I believe someone wanted NQ, so we can do that. So we'll do market analysis. We'll do NQ and ES. What do we want to do as well? Bitcoin breakdown. And then obviously we'll recap from today as well, Sunday. Nice. Appreciate you, Joel. Hope you guys are going to follow for the next 3 months as well. Alpha Capital's been okay. Oh, actually, that's actually cool. Cool question, actually, because that's actually one of the things I'm going to be doing with Fund Next. I just want to try the futures with them. They don't have a monthly subscription or anything like that, so I'm generally just looking forward to trying Funded Next's like futures program because it's a one-off fee, which is pretty cool as well. So I want to check it out. If you guys do, make sure you use the link as well. But this is their futures one. But there's a difference between them, and I'm gonna make a video on this as well. It's like a one-off fee, whereas all the other ones is like monthly. My strategy is pretty much broken down into a continuation of a pattern A. Um, I think it's still, yeah, it's still here, but you can't start a sign up. Basically, it's a continuation onto the pattern A, onto the upside. I'm broken down into 3 steps. One is the strategy. Once you have a strategy, is you have to have your psychology and risk. After that, you do the things that are to make you a profitable trader, as your to-do list, your journaling, your reps, and a community. That's how I use it. Yeah, I could do Fibonacci a little bit later on as well. Make a video on what you get stuck, but you can't figure it out. I'll actually have that. The funny thing is, you asked that question. That is actually literally a section I just filmed about today. It's blanked out though. Yeah. Okay. So one of the sections I talk about is like really trying to break the mold with your trading. Let me write that down now. We can go through that tomorrow. We'll just go through topics over the next 3 months. Cool. I'll go through indicators a little bit later. You're trying with Apex. Quick question. How are you going to approach copy trading issues? All right, there's a lot of questions now. I want to go through them tomorrow because it's close to 9 o'clock and we're still in the office right now. And I want to go home and have some more dinner. Cool. Plan to approach it. Any more questions? Ask some more questions now and then I'll prep them for tomorrow. I'll do the fib tomorrow. Join in now. Yeah, I'll put the recording up soon.